Hi everybody, I'm Jeff with Virginia Paranormal Investigations, and today we're down here at the 7-Eleven in Poquoson, Virginia, on the corner of Little, Florida and With Creek Road. And 7-Eleven, I feel, doesn't really get the recognition it deserves for hot foods. Most people think of it as more of a stop to get some snacks, maybe a Slurpee, a Big Gulp, but they really do have some awesome hot food deals. And we're going to tell you about some of them today. Now we picked up this little menu here today that's hot fast foods, only at 7-Eleven. And a lot of this stuff they don't have on display in there. You got to special order it. But look at those melt sandwiches at the top. Look really good. They have chicken, bacon ranch, served up hot and toasty, loaded Doritos. Over here we got chicken wings, chicken tenders, mini tacos, all kinds of stuff. And of course they have pizza. You can get a large pizza and a liter of Coke for $6.99. That is not a bad deal at all. Now, one of the deals that we got today is one that Linda's going to tell you about.
Okay, so one of the deals that they have here is 2 for $2. You get a Big Gulp and you get a Big Bite hot dog for $2, and it's a good deal. You can put whatever kind of dressing or condiments that you want on there. I like the jalapenos and cheese and onions, but they have, of course, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup. They have pickle relish and things of that nature as well. So it is a very good deal.
Well, those of you that know I'm a connoisseur of hot sauce may not know that I'm also a connoisseur of chicken wings. And one thing you would not believe is 7-Eleven actually has some amazing wings. And I have to put these at some of the best wings I've had. I do like wings from various places. Of course, I love Wings to Go. Buffalo Wild Wings is always good. There's a place down here called Quaker Steak and Lube that's always good. Hooters has good wings. But as far as convenience stores go and fast food places go, you wouldn't think to stop at 7-Eleven and get wings. And I gotta say, these things are amazing. They're crispy on the outside, really juicy on the inside. They're a good sized wing. They got a little bit of a kick to them, a little bit of spice, and they're oven baked. And they're really good. And like I said, I don't think they get the recognition they deserve for these wings. I highly recommend these wings. Out of all those places I mentioned, these are right up there, right amongst them. That's a good wing. Now, I just want to take a second to point out how big these wings are. This is a Big Bite box that they normally put hot dogs in. And 2 wings just about fills up that box. Those are some good sized wings, are they not?
Yes,
and
they are very big.
While we were not recording, we were eating some of the food and indulging here, you had a moment to sample one of these wings.
Yes, I did.
And what would you kind of agree with my take on it, or what do you think?
Yeah, actually they were quite impressive for being a wing that doesn't actually have a sauce that is drenched in, and for just having the breading itself. It's extremely good. The breading on the outside is very flavorful. The wing itself, the chicken, is very juicy. I have to mention they do come from Tyson. It is a Tyson manufactured chicken. So, you know, Tyson I've always found has been a very good chicken. So yeah, I was extremely impressed with them.
So as we pan over the toils of a good meal enjoyed here on the hood of the truck at 7-Eleven, we come to a new item that I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me because I've never tried it before. Veggie chips. So these veggie chips have 1.5 servings of vegetables in every ounce. They're gluten-free, they're vegan, and made with non-GMO ingredients. Not sure what GMO stands for, but this is what they look like right here. Looks kind of like fried leaves. I'm not the biggest vegetable person here, but This isn't for me. No, it's just, it tastes like vegetables. I don't like that. There's not enough salt. I like salt. I like grease. There's no grease. I think I'm gonna pass on these in the future. But if you are into health and you know, healthy stuff like that, these may be the chip for you. Maybe I could get a second opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.5 each.
I do taste a little bit of salt. But yeah, these are not extremely good. I imagine if I was a vegan, I would think they were great. They are kind of light and crispy, which is cool. But they have this sort of a raw vegetable, seaweedish kind of aftertaste that's not very appealing to me.
Yeah, I've noticed. That's how I would describe it. I think those words do these chips justice.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah. Not very good.
So being down here at the 7-Eleven in Poquoson is a nice place. I mean, we're sitting out here kind of reverse tailgating because we're not eating on the tailgate, but we're eating on the hood of the truck. And it's a beautiful day down here in Poquoson. And speaking of being in Poquoson on a beautiful day, I think we have a special treat for you. Right down the street is an urban legend, a haunted location for all you paranormal enthusiasts. And we're gonna go down there and we'll tell you about it when we get there. So here we are on the corner of Church Street and Poquoson Avenue. Now, Church Street has a sort of urban legend associated with it, where people driving down Poquoson Avenue or driving down Church Street, they see wandering spirits, ghosts, kind of wandering about the street aimlessly, lost. One person reported that an old lady asked them for a ride so she could go back and use their phone back before the days of cell phones. And when they got back to their house, she disappeared. Now, the question comes to mind, why would there be wandering spirits around here on Church Street? Well, next to us here is the Trinity Methodist Church, and on its grounds is a cemetery, and it's a very old cemetery. We're coming up here. All along the sidewalk here are some gravestones, and some of them appear to be very old. You know, there's some in the churchyard here from 1929. Not as old as some of the sites that we've been to, but old nonetheless. So it's a definite possibility that some of these wandering spirits could be people that are buried in this graveyard. There is, however, another possibility that could attribute to these wandering spirits. Is attribute the word?
Yeah, I believe so.
Right. And that other possibility is that the spirits could be from this old funeral home, which sits on the corner, or very close to the corner, of Church Street and Poquoson Avenue. Now this, to our understanding, is the oldest funeral home in the area. And it's no longer in use, though I believe the company that owns it is still in service a little further down the street. But it brings to mind the possibility that some of these wandering spirits are ghosts of people that were brought to this funeral home. Maybe they woke up in the embalming room, their spirit did, and wandered out of the funeral home and has been trapped here in time, wandering around Poquoson Avenue and Church Street. Also sitting right across from the funeral home, we have a very old, what appears to be abandoned house. Why is this house abandoned? Is it possible that some of these spirits are former residents of that house across the street? We don't know. But we do know that there have been several reports of ghosts in this area, just wandering, lost. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This little excursion all started with a late afternoon trip out to 7-Eleven to get some of their awesome chicken wings. And what can I say about Poquoson? Poquoson is a nice little town, very peaceful, very quiet, and it's very safe. A lot of 7-Elevens you don't want to really sit out in front of and eat on the hood of your truck. You probably want to sit in your truck with the doors locked at certain 7-Elevens, but that's not at all the case here.
I think our excursion was a pretty nice one. Like Jeff said, we had some very tasty food at the 7-Eleven and got a little taste of an urban legend here in Poquoson. And there's a few more of them in this area. It's an old waterman's community, so it's a very old community. There have been lots of stories that the watermen have told over the years, even though they're kind of a quiet people and keep to themselves. But this is just one of them. And as many times as we pass this area, we have yet to see a wandering spirit, but we're hoping that one day we can catch a glimpse of these spirits that everyone else is seeing.
And it would be well worth it to come back here at night. Obviously during the day there can be ghosts, there can be spirits, but for some reason it seems like more people see them at night. So it'd be worth it to come back and check it out. Maybe do some EVP sessions up here and stuff when there's not as much traffic going by.
Right.
And have a late night paranormal pit stop at the Poquoson 7-Eleven. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jeff.
I'm Linda.
And I have a mustache.